2016 was a wild time. It was literally Joe Budden beefing with himself, but trying to convince us as the public that he was in a beef with Drake. See, it started when Drake dropped Views and sold 1 million copies first week, and there was literally nothing bad you could say about the album because the album was great and it outsold everybody else. But Joe Budden found something to critique the album about.
I think that kid on that album that I heard sounds real fucking uninspired.
Joe Budden said he didn't like the album because Drake sounded uninspired. Whatever that means, I don't know. Maybe y'all can tell me what that means in the comment section. I don't know what that means, right? But Joe Budden will get more psychotic and unhinged throughout the year because Drake will drop various songs throughout the year, and Joe Budden will then go on his podcast and try to convince us that Drake was dissing him, when clearly Drake wasn't talking about this man whatsoever.
I thought we looked out for one another.
That's me.
All his brothers in the struggle, too blessed to be humble.
This is me.
This is different in the city I come from. All of a sudden, I got people showing how much they truly resist.
This is me.
They hold a meaning to spells envy. They trying to tip.
That's me too. Stop.
Then French Montana dropped No Shopping featuring Drake, where Drake maybe took a shot at Joe Budden.
Pump it up. She got a good head on her, but I pump it up. I'm not a one-hit wonder, they know all my stuff. You let me turn into the nigga that you almost was.
Now, despite French Montana coming out and saying we weren't thinking about Joe Budden when we made that record and Drake ain't dissing Joe Budden,
I think people are also talking about it because Drake may or may not be dissing Joe Budden on the track.
Oh, I don't have nothing to do with that one.
All right. You gonna plead the fifth?
I don't think we did that record thinking about Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Which it's not that I don't think. I know that for a fact.
Joe still took the slither of an opportunity that Drake may have been talking about him to release 4 diss tracks on Drake.
But now my phone blowing up. They like what I'm gonna do. Show the world you shouldn't poke a man with nothing to lose. All of this just because I wasn't in love with his views.
And despite rapping for 72 straight hours in the studio until the veins was popping out of his head, Drake never responded back or gave it any energy. The closest that Drake came to responding back to Joe Budden's diss tracks was when Joe Budden claimed that Drake DM'd him, offering him $10,000 if Joe Budden could drop 25 diss tracks on Drake within a week.
It wasn't the same as the DM. He said something, he started off with, I would like to formally invite you to one of my 4 Madison Square Garden shows, August 4th, you and however many people you would like to bring. Period, right? Then after that it said, and I bet you can't release 25 disc records between now and then. So then it was the laughing emoji. So I use that emoji with my friends, so I don't know if he's laughing or joking at this point. And then he followed that with, if you can, I will give you $10,000. LOL. And then it said Joey with a bunch of exclamation points. I didn't know how to take that.
Joe was glean and smitten, even talking about Drake DMing him, right? He obviously have an affinity for Drake and loves Drake, right? But ever since then, these two were on IG Live together, so it seemed as if they were cool. But as of today, they're back at war again. Now, it all started when Joe Budden went on his podcast to critique Drake's new album, For All the Dogs.
This might be my last rap album review. 98% of y'all sound uninspired.
Ironically, Joe Budden will go on and say that Drake needs to evolve and mature, but Joe Budden rap takes immature, bro. Like, the you don't sound inspired rapping on this album rap take is so 2016. Now I'm starting to think that take is a veil just to hate on somebody. If you really don't have a staggering opinion to give, or you don't have something specific to hate on, that's the fallback to hate on somebody.
Y'all do sound low effort. There's no new, exciting, creative energy on the way. All of y'all sound like y'all trying to sound like the artists that you like a lot. None of y'all seem to be trying to innovate. I miss the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little fucking kids. I don't give a fuck about you and Kai Cenat. That's going to sound like hate.
It is.
It's not hate. It's not hate.
It is.
It's not hate. Go find some your fucking age.
This is such a bad take, and it feels like Joe is reaching for a take so he can have a hot one on the internet. Because Drake hanging out with streamers is what makes Drake great. Drake is great because Drake has been able to identify a bubbling trend, hop on it before it peaks, ride the wave out, and then hop off. And by the time the Out of Touch record label exec and employees put together their marketing plan for you and plan out a new direction for you to go, Drake is already done with that wave they about to present to you. That's what makes Drake great. Drake has been able to identify, this new streaming community is bubbling. It's here. And they're the new platform that the youth is watching. They're new platforms that people are watching. Their content is going viral. So why do a Rap Caviar interview when I can go on a Kai Cenat stream and do 100 million impressions just from the clips from that stream alone? So Joe Budden is just out of touch right now, severely out of touch, which is shocking because he exists on the internet.
Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce. Where is the verse that Yachty said is arguably one of the best verses Drake has ever written? It's nowhere on this project.
No.
His top 10,
He don't
20,
even have
30,
the best
40,
verse on his project.
top 50 verses are not on this project. And that's where I recognize I have to let go of Drake. I have to let go. The Drake that I loved was the best hook creator, maker, loner outer of in the world. What is the last memorable hook you've heard from Drake? I haven't heard a dominant hook from Drake in a long time.
You ever heard 21? Can you do something for me? Can you hit a little wrist flex for me? Now 21, can you do something for me? Can you drop some bars from my pussy ex for me? Now 21, man, come on, man.
That's a good point.
So now you couple that with he don't rap the way that he stay scheming, take care. This is like Yachty rapping. This is like he rapping for the children.
For Joe Budden to hear 8 a.m. in Charlotte on that album and claim Drake is rapping for the children is nuts.
And that's dog, I had to look up how old this nigga was when I finished listening to the album. Mm-hmm. You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You will be 37 years old. Get the fuck away from some of these younger niggas and stop fucking these 25-year-olds. I want to hear adult Drake rapping for adult people.
No, you're not going to hear that.
That's my issue with him today.
You're not going to hear that.
He rapping for the kids, the streams,
the Instagram comments, the algorithm.
I'm rapping for this.
No, he ain't really rapping. He ain't trying to rap for me.
No, he's not.
And
watching this made me introspect. Like, I can't really articulate why I believe this is corny or why it just comes off and feels corny in my being. So I got to check myself, right? Because if I sound like this when I critique people, I probably shouldn't be critiquing people as often as I do it, right? Now, Drake is staying true to the roots, though, because as of lately, Drake has been sending shots and responding publicly to all the quote-unquote critiquers, right? Charlamagne the God, Elliot Wilson, Anthony Fantano. So he kept it consistent, and he responded back to Joe Budden as well. Drake would deliver the eulogy to Joe Budden's career by saying, "At Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip, because this is what actually pays your bill. For any artist watching this, just remember, you're watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success." God damn. A quitter gives their opinion on how to achieve longevity. God damn. You switch careers because that things that pop up in your brain had you broke. Living check to check, and the rap you write have 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and listen, I'm so broke I don't even know what in nice jeans are, right? In dusty and nice jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. Oh, bro, the Draymond and Paul Pierce reference. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all you need to, it's because it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that the whole everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This is a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need it, put it in simple terms. I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and files first class on special occasions. Damn. Damn, I'm shooketh. Yo, for somebody to read somebody this brilliantly, accurately, and precisely, bruh, there's nothing you can respond back to what Drake just said, bruh. He ethered you. Now, Joe did try to offer up a response, and his response was, Drake, you would grow up sooner or later. Father Time is undefeated. Essentially, this is Joe waving that white flag, bruh, and tapping out, man. Tapping out, saying no mas. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Was Drake's response too harsh considering what Joe Budden said about Drake? Y'all let me know, all right? But while you guys are here, man, click the video somewhere on my screen to find out why this rapper career is over after these wild accusations about him. Click on this video to find out what I'm talking about. I'm gonna see you guys in this video, all right? Out of here, folks. Peace.